So, Misha,
Inside the face of the writer.
how did you lock down Underground? How long did it take to pitch and for you to lock it down?
It took us a long time. It took about 3 years. And then, one of the things I think is because we said we wanted to be bold. We really wanted to push the bar. We wanted to kind of bring this Gone with the Wind era to the present and make you feel it and be inside of it. And it took us 3 years to convince someone to let us do that. And then WGN, they were up for the challenge. They wanted to be just as bold as we wanted to be. So that was exciting. And then it was off to the races.
Now, Joe, how did Misha rope you into this, man?
She bought me breakfast. That was kind of my weak spot. We had breakfast. She said, I want to do a story about the Underground Railroad. And I drove home saying, she's an idiot. They've already told that story. It's the best story ever told. And then I got on the internet and I couldn't get off. And it just is the most exciting story that hasn't been told. And so is 3 years of just researching and writing and pitching and getting shot down and writing the script and then finding the right partners and just making the shit out of it.
So now a lot of people don't know when directors and producers actually have to do research on projects, they have to really go to museums, historical artifacts. You really didn't have that much dealing with slavery. I mean, we always got what we were taught in textbooks. Well, what were some of the things exactly? What were some of the things that stood out to you in your researching and as you were writing these roles?
Well, I think one of the things was that we listened to a lot of the slave narratives that were at the Library of Congress, and it was it was slaves recounting their lives, and really hearing it in their words and their voices, I think really gave it life for us. And I think for us, it really broke open when we found this letter that a slave girl had written in which she was talking about to run or not to run. And for us, in this present day, we look back, it's like, run, of course you go. Like, why would you stay? And just hearing in her own words, all the reasons to stay, her family, it was the only place she had ever known. I was like, wow, this is a universal question, to act or not to act. And so that's kind of what opened it up for us, I think, the first thing that was the tip of the iceberg.
So, Joe, I know you probably had to tell Misha who to cast, right? What were you looking for when you were casting these people?
We had a wish list of actors, and I think we got almost everyone on our wish list. We were just looking for, our new tagline is we wrote dangerous stories, and we wanted to put them in the hands of talented actors. And everybody here, everybody you've talked to, was the best of the best, and they nailed it. Some of them would walk in, and we'd say, that's it, we refused. We fought a lot of fights, and I think we ended up with one of the best casts on television.
And they came after us, too, and I think that was another thing, that they had a passion to play these characters, and I think that really comes across on screen, that you see that they also were like, I have to be Rosalie, I have to be Noah, and so that was exciting to watch that as well.
So, last question. Well, not a question. What are you going to say to the youth today that are going to watch this? Like, when I grew up, we had roots. This is that modern day roots story. What do you have to say to the youth now?
The fight's not over yet. Get off the couch and do something.
Yes. I think that's the thing that I found in watching and working on this too, is the idea of how you can be more active. You can always do more to help. And I think if that's what they take from this, then awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right, you here to hear, recappers, from Misha and Joe, here on the Recap.